Okay, Daily Trader TV. It's episode 13. It's the 1st of the 2nd, 2018. And today's question is, what is a swing trade? Thanks for all the questions. This question is from Rizzo. And you can see here that I do appreciate you sending all the questions, and I'm just working my way through them. So as you drop a question in here, I'll answer it, and then I'll reply to say I've made the video for the question and which episode it's in. That's useful for you, so you know where I'm answering your question. If you don't think I've answered the right question, because I'm interpreting your answers, then just go back into where you posted the question and just state your question again, and I'll get round to answering it. Just one more thing to say. Obviously, by me answering the question and saying which video it's in, anybody that comes along after you is going to be able to look at the questions and then think, okay, well, I've got the same question, and then go and watch that video. So it's not that I don't mind you sending me them on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. It's just that A, I forget, because I get quite a lot of messages, but B, I'm thinking ahead of other people that might have the same questions. If I was coming to this fresh, I might not necessarily want to watch all the videos. I might just want to watch certain videos. Plus, I may well make like an ebook or something out of the questions and convert the videos into written text. So today, the question is, what is a swing trade? So I'm going to answer that in this video. So I answer that in episode 13, which is today. What is a swing trade? So now you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. So it's getting boring saying this, but I've got to say it because there's new people joining all the time. I'm not qualified to give you advice on individual stocks. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't follow me into trades, because you may be buying as I'm selling, and trades involve risks that you could lose more than your initial stake. And the reason you can lose more than your initial stake is leverage, which, if somebody doesn't ask the question, at some stage I'll get round to it. But if you don't understand what spread betting is or leverage, then just keep asking the questions. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I will get round to them, but I'm doing one video a day. So, you know, the quicker you ask the question, the quicker you get an answer. So, what is a swing trade? Well, we've got a swing trade on the board, which is EQN. So it's easy for me to use EQN as an example. So I basically trade two setups. One is a base trade. So this is a base. A base is when it trends sideways. There's a bit more to it than that, but just for now, we'll define a base as something that consolidates sideways. So we can see here that we've got another base. So I trade breakouts of these bases, basically, in certain areas. So this would be a base that I would consider trading. And what I'm looking to do is get onto a trend and just allow the trend to play out. Now the other setup that I have, and so if you think about it this way, the base trade could last years. So I'll show you a base trade that I was in that lasted quite a long time. So DPH was a base trade that I took. that lasted quite a long time. It had quite a few bases in it. But can you see how once you're on the ride, you stay on it? So that's played out for 9 years. I wasn't on it that long. I didn't get on it here, and I'm not in it now. So, but you get the idea that you enter a base trade, and it takes a lot longer for it to play out. A swing trade. So you're looking for a big trend. You're hoping you're going to catch a big wave. A swing trade, such as EQN. So my stop is here, and my entry is here, in this area. And what I'm looking to do is make a multiple of this risk and then get out. So I'm only probably got to be in it for less than a month. Hopefully, if this works out, then this stock will come back into this area and I'll sell for a profit, and I will have turned £1 into £2, or £1,000 into £2,000 in a short time frame. So that's what swing trade is. So on EQN, my stop is here, my entry is here, the distance between here and here is what we call 1R, and I'm looking to make multiples of that risk, which would get me back into this area. So when it gets to these levels, I'll be looking to take profits. But can you see that a swing trade, it's not going to take years to get to there. It's either going to stop me out by rolling over, or it's going to go to take profit, and I'm going to take profit and I'm out. And that would take somewhere between, normally, an average of 30 days. So that's the difference between a base trade. So there's base. So the base trade, you just stay in it. The swing trade, you're in and out in a shorter time period. So let's just have a look at what's going on today. Cake, nothing happening there. OTB, new highs. EQN, news release. They've completed an acquisition of the Wells Fargo business, which looks like it maps quite nicely into the rollout plan. CML, just coming back in. DPU fine. EMAT a bit weak. Boom, nothing. FLTA, nothing. Jim, nothing. PhotoMe, nothing really. It's quite weak. Hollywood Bowl, fine. Artifacts a bit weak today, but all normal, fine. Quite a liquid stock. Looking at the spreadsheet, we're quite a bit off, 2% or so off all-time highs. I explained about the dividends yesterday. This column here are the platforms that I use. Somebody's asked about platforms, so I'll explain that. So that's it for today. Don't forget, just keep dropping questions.